Oh, that pause super fast. Didn't do the whole fade in, fade out like it was supposed to, but whatevs. Let's see. Now you can see her lovely face. Hey, folks, it's Friday. We're doing office hours, and today's awesome guest is Christine Lapp. Welcome, Christine.
Hi.
And you've got a +1 with you, a special guest.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh my God, that's straight out of Benny's. Oh my God, I might have made that shirt for him.
Yes, you did.
It's so cute.
I had him wear this just for you.
Hi, Wyatt. Oh my God, so cute. So yeah, if you guys haven't gotten the 100% awesome customer service recently, it's because Christine's been out producing more humans and more Savage Worlds gamers the hard way. So congratulations on the kiddo.
Thank you. He's officially 2 months old.
Oh, is it big? Guys, it's been 2 months already.
Yeah.
Yes. Christine is back in limited capacity helping out with customer service, but it's not the same without you, Christine. So. Oh, what a cute kid. So tell us about the kid. What does he do? What is he into? What's his favorite food?
Oh, his favorite food is breast milk.
Nice.
He's into staring at
Oh, the vision cards. Yes, nice.
vision cards. I am his favorite because I am food. Uh, so he sees me as something special for him. We actually have game night a couple nights a week. We have 2 different RPG groups that come in. Right now, on Tuesday nights, we play the Blade Runner. I think is the most recent one we're doing, where my husband David is running that. And on Thursday nights, we're doing D&D with our friend Tim and his twin boys. And Wyatt will sit. Oh, and our roommate Tony as well. But Wyatt will sit in, and he just sleeps the entire time. We can be as loud as we want. He sleeps throughout the night. No, he is not deaf. I've had him tested because we went to a restaurant in Philly. We were sitting outside, and an ambulance just went off, like right there, loud as hell, scared the hell out of me. I jumped. He was sound asleep, didn't wake up. I was concerned. I went to the pediatrician. He was like, "No, he's fine. Yeah, we'll test him anyway." No, he's fine. Yes, he is sleep. He sleeps like a baby. That like people are just like. I remember like going into the doctor's office with him, and she was like trying to be all quiet. I'm like talking loud. I'm like, no, I just start clapping real loud, and the baby's just sleeping. I'm like, he's fine. She's like, wow. Apparently, like, I guess I got a good one. Knock on wood.
Right. I mean, Christian says sleeping like a baby is an expression for a reason, but I mean, there's also crying incessantly, pooping yourself, and I think that also could be sleeping like a baby. So it's a useful phrase. It's got multiple uses. And I think we are going to bring the Straight Up Bennies and some other cute, Savage Worlds people with families and babies merch to the store here soon. Basically, I think we're waiting until we get round 2 of Game Changer up and running, and we'll do some merch sales through there. But we did see the Straight Out of Benny's request, so we have the art is made up, and Wyatt's the first one to get a Straight Out of Benny's. But we will have Straight Out of Benny's shirts for.
Guess we're gonna have to use him as a baby model for your children's line.
Right. Now okay, add it to the resume. We'll put yes.
And by the way, this is a newborn outfit that still fits him. He had to grow into it because he was I guess small. He's gained weight. He's finally like 9 pounds 9 ounces. But yeah, he's super long, but finally gaining weight. But yeah, this is newborn. Barely fits in it, but still fits in it.
Basketball kid. Thin and tall.
Yeah, no. On my mom's side of the family, they're really tall. Like, I mean, it could go up to 7'2".
Wow.
Like my me mom and Bebop, my great grandfather and great grandmother, really, really tall grandpa, really, really short grandma. They were like the odd couple. Like you see them in pictures. It was like a freak show.
Like a freak show. That for some reason that sort of fits the whole Christine vibes.
I know it's perfect for me. But We knew we were having a boy as soon as he came out. They were like, instead of it's a boy, it's a girl, it's a ginger. So
you got to explain this.
I
You've married a man with no soul.
Yeah, I just want him to be a ginger, and he is. In the light, he was day glow.
So yeah, so Christine is the better half of the odd couple. David, right, is the Mister. And
Yes.
you guys, why don't you talk about that? You guys are in charge of Doomtown, which is pretty cool. So besides producing awesome new Savages the hard way, one baby at a time, you guys are the driving force behind Doomtown. What's that like?
It is a lot of fun. Well, I should say, most people who know us know that David and I met during when I was a teenager. He was a teenager. He asked me to play in his D&D, not D&D, sorry, Deadlands. Oh my God, too many D things. Deadlands at the local comic book shop, and we've known each other ever since. And then, of course, Deadlands came Doomtown, and then we got interested in Doomtown, the card game, and just loved it. And then it just, when it was dying, it was like a knife in the heart. So like David wanted to try to continue it, and it was just, it's like it's a personal thing for us, and it's like we want, like, if we never make any money from it, it does not matter, because why, it's mom, thank you, because it, like, it's just, it's so personal to us. It's like, it's a labor of love. It really is. We love it. We love the storyline. We love the people. We love the community. Card games to us is about community. Anyone who knows about the L5R card game, we were big into that. David especially was big into that. Community is the biggest thing. It's what drives, like, it's really what drives the game. When people have like clans or factions, it helps, especially with story. It really, like, it creates friends for life, and it also creates frenemies.
David was like a competitive player,
Brooklyn,
right? Like he was like he like won the big award at Doomtown right before you guys took it over. That was kind of why part of his reasoning you wanted to to step in is he was like one of the best player in the world, right?
Yes. David won the Marshall tournament in the last tournament when AEG had it, and I was so proud of him. This was like literally like right before we got married, like a couple months before we got married. And yeah, it's just, it's a thing we love to do, and David is amazing at running things. I don't think he realizes this is what he was born to do. Like, he really is a leader at things, and he doesn't think he is, and he doesn't realize how amazing he is at his job. Well, it's not even his job. His job is like IAIU, Child Protective Services, but when it comes to this, with this company, the gaming company, he really is amazing. It really is. I feel like when he retires, he's still going to continue doing Pine Box Entertainment is what the company is called, and it's. I really feel like that, people have what they do for a job and then their passion. This is his passion, and I'm glad it is, and I'll support him every second, every day of this, because I love it too. And I don't care how cluttered my house is with all of the Toontown merchandise that should be in Studio 2 warehouse currently. But I have 2 walk-in closets in my bedroom. One of them is reserved for Doomtown. So I sacrificed, like, we could each have our own walk-ins, but no, one of them is particularly for Doomtown, and half of our game room, we converted a 2.5 car garage into our game room. Half of that is for Doomtown as well, and 7C, too many numbers. 7C as well we're putting out, but Doomtown is a very big portion of it. And
yeah, so in addition to producing New Human Beings, you guys just came off a very successful Kickstarter, the Doomtown Weird West edition, and it's available now in pre-order, or full on order at your
I'm
website?
pretty sure it's just full on order now.
Nice.
Yeah,
There we go.
because I remember Shane getting his in the mail. So yes, you can buy it now.
Yeah. So I am.
Expansion.
So yes, this is the if you go to this is the Pine Box Entertainment, you can actually pick up Doomtown Weird West Edition.
Yeah, and to the person who asked about the Funko Pops, yes, we are going to open them and let him play with them. Because we bought some specifically for him. And the what is that? The goat boat from Thor, Love and Thunder. Yeah, that one's being opened. And yes, Christian, yes.
Oh
Yes.
my god, the goat boat. That's so funny. Like,
Yeah.
it was a cute movie, but the goat boat is fantastic. So
that's what made the movie. It would have been boring if it wasn't for the goats.
Yeah, all over the goat boat. Cute kids, right? Goat kids. That was my grandma's joke. She'd always be like, "Oh, you're a cute kid. It's a baby goat."
I'm gonna sip my water.
Right.
My husband won't let me have a beer on screen, so I'm gonna sip my water.
Yeah. So what's it? This is your first kid, right? The numero
first and only. Well, biological. This is my first and last biological. It was very difficult.
Yeah, you've got fur babies too. I mean, not to diminish.
Babies. I have 3 dogs. I have 2 cats. I have 1 human child, and when he's older, we will adopt. I was actually before the pandemic. We were planning on adopting an older child.
Oh
wow! But everything got stopped because the pandemic. I never thought I could have a kid. It turned out I had lupus, which my body was attacking not only myself, but they started me on a medication, and
there you go.
This was the result of me on the medication, still thinking I couldn't have a kid.
I mean, that's a great surprise, all things considered.
It is, because I did always want to have at least one child. I always wanted a boy. I always wanted him to be a ginger. And here we go. I mean, granted, in the future, if he chooses other pronouns, that's fine. But for now, he's a he. Don't come at me.
I would. Raising a kid in these days it's tough.
I've had people be like, well, for now, I'm just like, I know, I understand. I just need to say something. English.
I changed its diapers. I get to pick.
Just for now. Just for now.
So so here's a question. So John Doom asked, do you remember your very first character in Deadlands, and what were they good at? And then continuing that question, what do you think Wyatt's going to play when he starts playing Deadlands?
Okay, so we actually made a card of mine, and we're going to make her undead. Mimi the Nun O'Brien. She was a soiled dove prostitute, but she had healing hands. She could heal, so the nun, she would glow but yeah, I was a healer, and I had my nickname was the Nun, and I was a prostitute character. But by the way, I was a 14-year-old when I was playing this game.
I mean, I just love that you guys are a certified Deadlands couple. Deadlands actually brought you together.
Yes, yes. The only thing that would have made it better is if Shane Hensley officiated our wedding.
I mean, there's still a baptism, right? Or
there's still a baptism. Yeah, maybe he could be the godfather. I don't know. We're that's up to David, but he's, I'm Jewish, so my son's gonna be.
So what's the Jewish tradition with kids? I know there's a bar and bat mitzvah when they're teenagers. Is there a baby ceremony? Besides the moil and the bris. Oh.
Yeah, no. I'm a very not practicing. It's kind of like I would like him to go through the mitzvah. Just it's a discussion David and I have had where it's like he doesn't want him to conform to any religion, and I would like to. I feel like it's once he becomes older, that's when will probably have the discussion with him. I would, yeah.
I
This
mean,
is it's like it's a weird thing that
it is.
it's a weird thing. It's a we finally just got his nursery set up.
Well, this is true. So, like, I mean, I don't, you don't have to go into it. But like, this has been a many months thing on, like, certain resident had to move out of the nursery so baby could move into nursery, and
My brother-in-law had to move out of this room, and it took him until last month. And then we had to clean said room, and it was a very long ordeal. And I love my brother-in-law dearly. Just it took a very long time, and it's like it's one step at a time. Like he was circumcised, just not in the traditional manner, and it's just like we're going through. We're doing what we can when we can.
Yeah, no, it's crazy raising kids.
It's not like, I mean, it's to a point where it sucks because like I would have a synagogue. I just don't like the idea of going there because of just the shootings and everything, and it's just like this huge fear. Like it's like difficult to discuss.
Yeah, no, it's legit. I mean, we live in crazy times, and so the
Temple Bethel is like the one we would go to. I would go to, but
yeah. So the Jersey, you're living in Jersey, and the good part of Jersey, like the nice forested part, like
Jersey Devil.
Right. So, are you a Jersey girl through and through? Were you born in Jersey? What's your history before in a long ago? Where were you born?
I was born in Cape May Courthouse, New Jersey. Fun fact, that it was on Jeopardy as a question for the shut up, David. For the longest name for a town in America, word wise. It has 4 words, not letter wise. Like at least at the time, that was the answer. Cape May Courthouse, 4 words. So yeah, it's named after the courthouse. Like it has, it's not like when I remember at a job, I was just like they were asking where I was born because of like immigration statuses for people. It was at a restaurant, and I told the guy who was from Florida, Cape May Courthouse. He got so mad at me. He was like, "No, where were you born? Not where you." I'm like, "No." Like the cook was like, "No, that's the name of the town, Cape May Courthouse." But yeah, I was born in Cape May Courthouse. I lived there until I went to college. I was there in Philadelphia for 10 years, and I went to Moore College of Art and Design for Women, and afterwards I bounced around at a couple other different colleges for like 2-year degrees on other stuff for like art history, like like symbolism in art and stuff. And then my husband, like I got out of a 5-year relationship. My current husband swooped in, was just like, "Hey, do you want to hang out?" And our first date was on Halloween, and then a year later we were married. That was 2016. And then since he works for the state of New Jersey, I was like, okay, I guess I'm moving back to New Jersey because he had to live in New Jersey.
Oh, so did you meet in Philadelphia, or where'd you meet?
No, we met down in Cape May Courthouse. He was in Coast Guard family, so his family like ended up down in North Cape May because his parents worked on the Coast Guard base down there. And he went to Lower Township High School. I went to Middle Township. He was friends with my cousin. We knew each other from the comic book shop, which was in Courthouse, so he would travel up to the comic book shop. And then, yeah, so we just knew each other, and from the geek circle, and hung out, and we had similar friends, and then we never lost touch. And then, one day he finally, decided to take it from gamer friend to girlfriend.
Oh, that's so cute. So cute. The
Yeah.
so did you guys did you do traditional wedding or did you do nerd wedding?
Okay. So I didn't want to, I never wanted to, I don't like to be the center of attention. So I didn't want like a wedding. I didn't want a party. I didn't want anything. So I was just fine with going to like the courthouse. But David wanted something else. So I decided the Auguste Rodin Museum in Philadelphia has the Gates of Hell. It's a large sculpture that was supposed to be the front doors of a museum and fell through. And so it's there. We got married in front of the Gates of Hell on Halloween, which was a Monday.
That's pretty metal.
Yes. I wore my mother's wedding dress. It was a very non traditional wedding dress. She was already passed away at the time. So
Oh,
you can think about it as like, that people see it as like the veil is very thin at that time, where it's kind of very like dark. But like,
no, it's really sweet that you incorporated your mom into the ceremony. So
yeah, kind of like, drawer in. But yeah, we went to dinner afterwards, and then we went to Delaware to stay at the Dogfish Inn Hotel, which Dogfish Brewery has their own like hotel there. So we went with the dogs and stayed there for a few days. Came back, rented out Yard's Brewery, and had a giant beer party with like a mac and cheese and taco bar. But
oh, that's a good
David
choice.
wanted that, so he got that. That party was more for him.
Mac
I
and
just
cheese and tacos. That's where it's at. That is a
yeah.
fantastic choice.
Yeah,
I have a feeling if you guys
corner
didn't
sit
run
all
a
day.
game company, that you would be a perfect couple to like run a microbrewery and like have your own
You know,
line.
if it, he would have been great to do that if the market wasn't so saturated.
Mm-hmm.
Because every year his friends would, in Memorial Day, brew their own beers,
Nice.
and we actually brewed our own beer for the wedding favors.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it was called Unicorn Poop Brown Ale.
I love it, unicorn poop. Oh, that's amazing. You guys are hilarious.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was like my next question. Is like, okay, oh yeah, what would you do? Would you do a nice like a Hefeweizen or do like no unicorn poop? That's where it's at.
Yeah, it was the people who did the unicorn poop scarves had had a like when you backed their campaign to get the scarf, you got all this like PDF stuff. They had a wedding card. We actually took the wedding card, altered it like it had two unicorns on top of a cake, poop with the unicorn poop going down the cake, and we like erased the words and actually put like use that as our label.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so if anyone ever got that, that was the label. I mean, I have them out there. We saved two of them just to sit on our shelf, but yeah.
Yeah, I think my parents saved like a bottle of wine from the year of my birth, and it's probably vinegar by now.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't want to drink that beer now. No,
Right.
it's so skunk.
The bottles are cool. So tell me about your tattoos. What kind of tattoos did you get? When did you get them? What are they? What kind of anything special meaning?
Um, I have a giant flaming skull on my back.
Cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Um, I have a God, whatever the atom sign is on my neck. I have bubbles, bubble one with bubbles on my chest. Nature tattoo. I have a voodoo doll on my
So what's the story between voodoo doll and bubbles? Okay, so what do bubbles symbolize for you? What any meaning behind this?
Okay, so it's just the idea of, so it's it's a bubble wand of bubbles going with one of the big bubbles has a crown on it, and it's a cloud with rays of light coming out, and it symbolizes just a very innocent childlike form of thinking of the afterlife, um, religion, anything that is unknown. It's just like a very positive, happy, innocent, like no wars are fought over it idea of thereafter.
That's gorgeous. That's beautiful sentiment. And then voodoo doll. What
Voodoo
does that
doll.
represent?
That came after my mother died, and that was a very bad time. My It came out that my father had been cheating on my mother,
Oh,
and he kicked my brother and me out of the house the day after her funeral to move his mistress and her children in.
wow, that's some drama dish right there.
So that it has its own symbolism in it. So that was I could read a book.
Do you guys ever reconcile, or is that still wrong?
No. They moved to Kentucky and
Oh, wow.
yeah, so no, he honestly he was only in my life because he was my mother's husband. And yeah. I mean, we all have family drama, and mine I guess is just a little more intense than others, and
Hey, you're right. Definitely hot tea. Well, I'm just glad you found David. I mean, like, you hear about people like marrying their parents, right? Like they find someone who reminds them of one of their parents. It's like,
oh no, David's the complete opposite.
Right, that's good.
Oh, and no, I actually realized that. I was in a lot of those horrible relationships one after another, and then I found out about that whole you marry your parents thing, and that's when I started reevaluating who I dated. And it was very difficult because like it's like you get attracted to that toxic drama. There's like that when you feel butterflies, no, that's your internal saying run. Don't you need to run. That means, like, and the whole he's just not that into you theory. Like all these different things, you're just like, wow. You start to realize things as you get older, and yeah, it's I would like to have him in a very loving, stable home, so he is able to not, if he, like if he ever decides to find someone that's like me, I hope that I'm stable enough where the person's not a complete psychopath. I don't mind if they have a sailor's mouth. I have a sailor mouth. You know this, Chris.
Right, we have fun when we get together.
You hear me go off all the time. I just don't want him to, just. I'm just worried I'm going to have some toxic trait that he's going to look for, in somebody else.
No, you're a fantastic mom.
So long. And therapy.
The fact that you're thinking about that is like I think it's like people who have super toxic traits are generally so unself-aware that they have those traits that the fact that you're asking that question, I think
well, therapy helps. There's no shame in therapy. And also with Pete Davidson saying, it's okay to take meds. I know he didn't say that exactly. That's not a quote, but in so many words to good old Kanye West. It's okay to take meds. It doesn't mean you're less of a man. It's okay to go to therapy. It's okay to go to a chiropractor. It's okay.
Right. Well, I kind of learned some interesting thing I was kind of reading online recently, and it's like there's like whole villages in Japan where there's just like people are just super chill, and it turns out that there's just natural lithium in the drinking water, and lithium is kind of one of the medicines I think they use for certain neurological kind of conditions or psychotic conditions, and it's like. Yeah, man. Like you could, if it works for the Japanese villages,
there's the Evanescence song Lithium.
Right. No shame in getting healthy any way you can.
Yeah.
Well, so what are the new challenges? I mean, speaking about getting healthy and all that kind of stuff. I mean, like what are the challenges of being a new mom? I mean, like it looks like the internet seems like a horrible place for mothers, like this like whole like mom on mom violence with like judging everything, and I'm like, oh my god, there's
You're never gonna do anything right because you're
right?
always gonna do everything. You're always gonna be doing something wrong in somebody else's eyes.
Yeah, right.
I don't go on mom group chats. I don't do any of that shit. Uh, looking forward to our team demoing. Yes. Okay. Thank you, David. Um,
We got some
um,
Doomtown love in the chat.
God, David, you're taking over my time. Uh, mama, mom. Yeah. It's kind of I don't. I'll like talk to my friends, the people who are moms of my friend group, and I'll like get their opinions on stuff, and we'll talk. It's just online. It really is again with the toxicity. You had like you don't want to be like you can't talk about certain things. You can't talk about vaccines because somebody's always going to have a heated opinion about vaccines. You can't talk about potty training. Somebody's always going to have a heated conversation about potty training, tummy time, even going as far as having little mittens on their hands so they avoid their razor blades scratching down their face. Because they'll be like, oh, they won't be able to, get hand eye coordination. No, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, humans did survive hundreds of thousands of
Dazzle.
years on the planet without baby Bjorns and pacifiers. I'm like, somehow we managed, guys.
Yeah,
Somehow.
right. Like our pencils had lead in them, and we stabbed each other. Okay.
Yeah, well, it's good that John Doom's chiming in that the dads get it too. It really is crazy. I mean just the kind of like I mean I don't have the kid world, but there's definitely the similar sorts of like levels of judgment in the dog raising, dog breeding world of just like you can't do anything right, everything's wrong. There's always someone with a heated opinion on just about anything. Some of these things shouldn't be like very controversial, but apparently it's very
Yeah, I
controversial.
mean,
So.
I wouldn't go as far as like the. I wouldn't like. I'm the type of person with the dog world. Like, oh my god, I remember my dog Cobalt. I took him to when he was a puppy. He had so much energy. He was not trained at all, and he had no like he had no manners, and he didn't know his bite strength or anything. I had to wade him in the water every morning just to get all of that energy out of him, run him on the beach and everything. And he would run at you with his mouth open because, to him that was playing, but to us, it will hurt us. He didn't understand that. So I found this stick, and when he would jump, I would put the stick in his mouth. And there was a girl there. She probably was like 21, 22. She told me she would be, if that was my dog, I'd beat the fuck out of him. And it's like,
That's awful.
you do realize that would make the situation worse. like like everyone has their own thing, but
Right. Well, you've got pit bulls and pit mixes, right? So like there's
they're
if
all
there's
pit.
a breed that people have opinions on, that's the land race
Yeah,
that they show up
and I got him because somebody beat him,
oh.
and he had the problems that he had because somebody beat him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's calm now. Just wait till he gets hungry. Um, and Cobalt is good now. He can't. He is still considered a high bite risk. Uh, but he essentially is a good dog. He's a really good dog. I trust him around the baby to an extent. Of course, I don't fully trust any of my dogs or cats around the baby because again, he's a baby and babies do abrupt movements and they may pull an ears, pull the tail. Like you have to. Dogs will react in the manner that they will. Like they'll respond in a way a dog does. but they are very well trained. It's just, you always, no matter what, need to take precautions around the baby. So
Well, I think having those dogs has been good training for you for I will call them special needs dogs. I mean, but whatever. But having the amount of work you put into rehab your dogs, I think has been commendable, and I think it's been good training on being a
exhausting,
mommy.
and I think it was an eye opener to my husband as well. I don't think he realized how much work went into it until like something would happen, like the dogs would get into a fight over something. Like for instance, I remember one time I said you have to keep them separate when this dog and this dog have a treat because a fight will break out. He, I guess, was on his phone and a fight broke out and broke a cabinet. Like, dogs are fine, I mean, just maybe like just a little bloody scratch, but it's kind of like he realizes like it's more work than
it is, right? And I think that's what's really commendable about you guys
have, like, some easy dogs.
Yeah.
And then there are dogs that are really hard. I'll meet some dogs that are straight assholes. But to me, they're still good dogs because, like, I can see how the fixed. It's a weird thing. I don't know, but
no, I think it's very commendable because I mean, like like coming from border collies, like people can train their border collie and they think they're a master trainer. It's like no, the dogs are just very good at handling training.
You can have a very well trained dog that goes to Westminster and all that, but they can actually be like bad dogs,
right? Yeah, 100%. And like the fact that like and then some people on the other end of the spectrum think that like just because you buy the dog at a shelter, you've rescued it and that's all you need to do. It's like, well, no, if you don't actually provide the rehabilitation and the training
because, like, he knows how to sit and stay doesn't mean that you can't. That's it.
Yeah, right.
Dog training is like through its entire life.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's a commitment.
Oh, and cats are assholes too. I have 2 cats. One of them has one eye. Still a bitch.
What's the one-eyed cat's name?
Oh, Abby Klein. Miss Abby Klein. And my other cat, the big one. Oh, hi, Pumpkinhead. Oh, this is Pumpkin.
Hi, Pumpkin.
She is a mix between a Staffordshire Terrier and a German Shepherd. She is a ginger as well. But the other cat, they're both black cats. The other cat is named Huckster. Huckleberry Hellstrom Strong Ale.
Simon would approve of that. Simon's email address is Lucky Huckster. So.
Yes, I know. And I do just want to say with the whole thing about being a mom, I thought it would be my time, spending time on with this and work would be a lot easier. Jody, I was wrong. I was wrong. There's a reason why you're my boss, Jody. I am wrong. It's so hard. It's so much more difficult to deal with my time. Not getting as much done as I thought I would.
I just love that you and Christine, you and Sarah and Jody are all on like the same team and can like share tips on how to be gamer moms.
I was the odd man out for a while. Now I'm
right? Not anymore.
Got the end.
So let's see. What's so we haven't decided what Wyatt would be if he's a Deadlands character.
Oh, what do you want to be, baby? Do you want to be a huckster? No.
I mean, he's vocalizing now too a lot. Like that was pretty.
He is. Oh my god. Before he started like smiling and actually vocalizing, he would go like he would like sneeze. He'd go achoo. Ah. It was so cute. You would melt. But what would you want to be? What would you want to be? I don't know. I don't think he would be harrowed.
I mean, he's literally named after a gunslinger, right?
Wyatt. Yeah. Yes, Wyatt Earp.
I mean, that's a pretty good one.
The time issue never goes away. Oh, thanks. That's so great. Oh, and I just want to say I have a new appreciation for stay-at-home moms. I get it now. I get it. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know what he would be. Oh God, David, what would he be? He would definitely have guns. He would definitely, of course, be a peacekeeper. Um,
He could be an agent, right?
huh?
He could be an agent.
He could be.
For the Gov.
Oh, he's starting to cry. I don't think he likes that.
Oh, okay. No, working for the man. There we go.
No working for the man. Agent like his old man. Oh, damn it, David. Fine.
All right, yeah, two-gun kid.
Yes, an agent, two-gun kid. All right. You could be one of those Pinkertons going after the Magic the Gathering people.
Right. I just love, so we had a fan do an unboxing video this last week who was Pinnacle will not, unlike other game companies, will not send Pinkertons to your house, but he pulled up the 2 Pinkerton agents from the recent Hell and High Plains campaign. And he's like, I spoke too soon. It's like, yes, but we won't send Pinkertons unless you pay for them and specifically request them.
And I wouldn't mind him being a mad scientist because, like, I think it would be cool if he was good at the sciences because I need an electrician in my head to install some shit. Probably do something cool with the house contraptions. I need to modernize it.
No free lunch, kid. You got to start paying your way.
And because Blast is busted, yes, it is. In the most recent game I ran one of the blood dry games. The one player, God, he was a mad scientist who had a backpack that had like that shot. What was it? It was cow milk that would like melt people. It was like cow milk that was like acid. It was like so hot, but that was like his weapon, and it was so busted. And then like he came into like this gold, so he gilded the entire contraption in gold and added gold flakes to the milk, so he would shoot gold acid type milk at these people. And he wanted to ride a cow, but I wouldn't let him. But like he would be able to commune with cows and talk to cows. And yeah. We would it was
was this like a got milk? Like is that was it was
milk he just really loved cows to the point where we actually questioned his love for the cows, if you catch my drift. And we would call it father's milk.
Oh, no. Oh, you milked the wrong cow, buddy. Sorry, bud. That's not what you think it is. Oh, jeez. So, I mean, so you actively, so the beyond, like, taking over Doomtown, playing like you like to play and run Deadlands often. Like, was this your most recent game, or what other campaigns have you been playing in recently?
Well, like I said before earlier, the I ran the Deadlands. Oh my God. Jesus. What? This is called pregnancy brain. Everything just goes bloop. Besides Blood Drive, I was in currently I'm in Blade Runner. Right before that was something else.
So on the Blade Runner, can you play replicants in the current version of Blade Runner, or is that an expansion?
Oh, right before that we did the Alien. We did Alien.
Okay.
Right before that we did Alien. I was an android.
Nice.
And then I found the hidden character to play, which was the cat. So I played the cat. Yes, from if you remember from Alien, the movies, there was a cat. You could actually play a cat. My husband wanted to kill the cat. I saved the cat, and then wound up playing the cat. It was a playable character. But now it's Blade Runner. Now, what was your question? Sorry, I apologize for interrupting.
Oh no! It was all good. people are commiserating with making fun of the city folks who don't know about which one to milk the bull or the sows, and so the stress mechanics are pretty good. I kind of wonder about playing like a long-term Alien campaign. I think it's good for like a one-shot. I think was like
what do they call it? But the cinematic ones.
Yeah.
Yes, we do the cinematic ones. The long-term ones, cinematic ones. Yes. My husband survived like the first two ones we played. He was just like the only one to survive, and he was trying to go for like 3-3. And I think both times he played like the one time he played like a military guy, the other one he was like a surfer dude guy, and this time again he was a military guy. But I think like we all like lost. We just lost. We like I think we kind of won because we on purpose blew up the ship and killed all of us.
That's good. I mean, so it's the only way to be sure.
Yeah, well, no, because like it was like to a certain point where you had to.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, it was this like fruit fly. It was like you didn't like they were planning on sending this thing out into the worlds where like are really like the only option we had at that moment because there's different paths you can take. The only option we had was just to like, all right, bye. I was so mad. I was like so ready to be like the cat to get on the ship and just like book it out elsewhere.
Right. I mean, it is like Korchek, yeah, whatever. Sorry, I'm totally butchering, but I do love the bloom animation from your avatar. But yeah, I mean, I think if you want it to feel like the films, it's got to be super deadly, and only one, maybe two characters can really survive the end of the end of the movie, and so
yeah. And I do love the hidden things where you're just like. You have hidden agendas, and like I remember, like I was a synthetic, and my friend who was playing with us was just like, "Wait, synthetics don't act like that," but like my card was telling me otherwise, and I'm just like, "You have to do what the card said." It was really fun. It was this last session was really fun.
Yeah, I just think it's great that you can discover Jonesy and play Jonesy. That's just really hilarious.
Yeah, so. And the company who does this, really good. Like this system is really good. Like Blade Runner, amazing. Like this is didn't they win awards?
Probably easily. I mean,
pretty sure they did. And if they did, well deserved. It's a lot of fun.
I think it's the best part of game design is figuring out creative ways of emulating the expectations from the genre of the game you're playing. And if those maybe that would be Ludo narrative harmony, as Donald might say. But yeah, I think it hits home when it feels like what you want it to feel like from the property. So yeah, it's good. They've done good. So we only got a couple more minutes because we're going to roll into getting creative with dramatic tasks with some good developers at PEG, and I promise that Christine should be able to we get out before. Oh my God, he's so cute. Oh my God, look at that face. Oh,
look at that baby.
Oh, cute kid, Christine. Where'd you
steal? I know. Like usually when ugly babies come out, you know it. No, he's been cute the whole time.
I know, he's so cute. Okay, so have you gotten there's like a psychological response where when things are so cute, you want to like eat them? Have you tried to take a bite of your baby because he's really cute?
No, no, and there's a protective instinct. No, I do not want to hurt him in any manner. No.
No, he's so cute.
No, I try to imagine taking a bite out of him. No, he smells delicious, but not in that way. In the I will murder everyone who gets near him way.
Christine's a good mom. I love it.
You okay, Pumpkin? Okay, my dog's okay.
See how well behaved Pumpkin is? I love it. But see, that takes work, folks. It takes work. So let's see. Well, let's do one question before we go, and then we'll do a whole new stream for the folks coming up at the top of the hour. what do you want folks to know? Like as the customer service face of Pinnacle, what's something you want folks to know about customer service or about interacting with customer service? Or is there wisdom you'd like to depart? Is there a funny story? Anything charming or dreadful or whatever you want? What's your Christine needs to get it off her chest from customer service?
We are there to help you. We want to give you things. We want you to have the game. We want you to enjoy the game. Coming at us full blast does not help. If you have a problem or if you're feeling a certain way, like we understand people are going through things in their life that you may be taking it out on us, just try to come in nice.
Be nice, right?
Something, ask nicely. We will give it to you. If we can, we will do everything in our power to give it to you, because if you're coming to us and you're asking, we want to give it to you. Like that means you're actually like, it's kind of like you won't know until you ask. Don't just go in guns drawn demanding. We're people. We have anxiety. Yes, we are people too. We want to help you. We want to do what we can to help you. And if we can, within every single ounce of our ability, we will help you get what you need and how you need it. We will work with you as far as we can.
Yeah.
With what we are given. Just please.
Be nice.
Don't be mean. Look at this. Would you be mean to this?
I know.
Would you want to be mean to this? Think about this.
Don't make Wyatt cry. I mean, I think the best part about customer service is that you guys really, when publication or when like the shipper or the website or the software screws up, like you guys get the brunt of it, and it's
and it's very few and far between that this occurs with. And sometimes when we respond to you guys, we're not, if there's something that we say that if it comes off a certain way, like I personally read things a certain way, but it's not how people intend it. So I always give people the benefit of the doubt that that's not how it's intended. If you guys are reading something a specific way and you think it's intended that way, just I would suggest, instead of coming back, just ask, hey, can I talk to somebody else? And then talk to them about your concerns. Like, don't escalate things. Just inflection is lost in text, instead of face-to-face conversation. We are never mean to you guys, and I apologize in advance if it ever seems like something that comes across in a certain manner. It is not that way at all. Just sometimes maybe we drop the ball on how things may be perceived, but it's never intended to be mean. We're people who may be rushing to type something up.
No, I think you guys are the best in the business. You definitely make Peg proud, and you make look good on all the hard things that we throw on your lap, because it's like we've had like game changer issues where the software just like forked a bunch of orders, and it's like we know it's hard. It's really hard to get through that. So getting
how
those
many hours I have taken just testing mock-up orders over and over and over and over again. Like, Sarah, I love you, man. You answering emails while I was just pretending to be a customer over and over again, just to try to make sure the system worked at like after every update or everything and every one thing installed, we would have to test over and over again, because adding one thing would break another.
Yeah. No,
it's a concept.
So it is fantastic. So we have learned many lessons on that, and we're going to be rolling out a new version of Game Changer coming up soon. So I think for the current campaign, I should mention we are running a Kickstarter campaign, so you guys are welcome to go check that out. I think we'll post the link at the beginning of the next video. But we're going to be using Pledge Manager for that campaign, so we can give our own software some time to transition to the new stuff. So check out the Kickstarter. Christine, thanks for joining us. We'll let you get back to your lovely kid. Bye, Wyatt. It's a cutie. And right, well, yeah, right, yeah, Mongo, right. Like it is, customer service is truly a very difficult job, and you have to be special people to do it. And Christine's one of the best, if not the best. So always making us look good. And right, thanks. We're pleased to
I'm glad it arrived.
right? That's the other thing too. Is like there's so much stuff that gets dumped on customer service that it's just like the global shipping crisis is not customer service's fault. The fact that like our warehouse has gone through staffing.
If you guys are living in Canada or some other place and our plugin tells you it will charge $60 to ship one book, contact us. We can get you a better rate. I swear to God.
We have tried so hard to get the plugins.
The rates that Studio 2 get are going to be separate from what our plugin gets. I can help you. Don't just not buy something. I can help you.
Right. We'll look into it. Well, we appreciate you guys. Later, Wyatt, you're a cutie. So folks, stick around on all the same channels you're watching on now. If it's on Facebook, we'll get it to you. A new link will pop up. But we'll be back on Twitch in about 5 minutes, and we're gonna do getting creative with dramatic tasks. But thanks for joining us, Christine. Enjoy some of your. Oh my God, that kid is so cute. I'm so happy for you and David. And so you guys have some fun this weekend. Play some more Deadlands. And Clint just shows up. Look at that, Clint. But yeah, we'll have you back on again when you're back on full time. And oh my God, I love that he's wearing the onesie. And I think for folks who are curious on where they can pick someone up, we will have some straight out of Benny's and some other cool merch. There's a really cool little motherhood bag we got Christine, and she gave us permission to make it available for other folks. So we will get that up on our store on pegging.com sometime this year when we get a little more merch store available. But I'll post the link to the Kickstarter coming up in the next video. We'll start it there. But that's why Clint showed up late to the clocks. Sure, you took a nap on Friday. Sure, Clint.
Yeah, sure, Clint. Okay.
So for those of you who still have power, we'll see you guys in about 3 minutes. Same channel, twitch.tv/peginc, and we'll be on with getting creative with dramatic tasks. So we'll see you in a minute, folks. Later, Christine. Later, Wyatt.
Bye.